Flosstube. We're back. It's the Steel City Stitchers.
I just waved
all of us again.
Did you see
Twice
that?
in a row.
I'm really waving back here. It's fine.
Why are we so consistent with our videos, guys? This is like the third 2-week session in a row. This is amazing. We're getting crazy.
My husband was like, "Are you gonna do this every 2 weeks?"
And did you say, yeah?
Yes, we are. And we just got done filming something super secret.
So exciting!
And we can't wait to share it with you guys. Hopefully it'll be very soon. So watch our Facebook page, watch our personal Instagram pages, and the Steel City Stitchers. We are live on Instagram.
And as of 3 seconds ago.
It only took us 2 years to figure out how to do it, but we're here. So now you can follow us on Instagram as well. So,
who's going to be the first follower?
Is it going to be you?
Ooh.
Because we have 0 followers right now, but that's okay.
Including ourselves.
Oh, we will have to follow ourselves. I literally just created it like 2 seconds ago. So,
Yeah.
But we're moving into the 21st century. But welcome back to our channel.
Slowly.
We're so glad that you're here.
We're old.
We're getting so many more followers. We had so many amazing comments last week, or last 2 weeks, from our last video. So we love you guys. Thank you for coming back and joining us. If you're new to our channel, we are crazy, and we're from Pittsburgh, and
Scare them away.
we love cross stitching.
Please stay.
If you stumbled across this channel by accident, we are a group of girls that film about cross stitch. So if you just like the eye candy, then welcome to our channel.
Take it all in.
Hey. Hello. So anywho, okay.
And you're in the wrong channel. No,
We have so much cool stuff to talk about this week. I can't believe how much the 4 of us have stitched over the past 2 weeks.
So much.
We
So
killed
passion.
this
So
week.
enough.
Like, we killed it.
Every single one of us had a finish. What?
When is the last time
like
we
a
did
real
that?
finish.
Like a fully
Like a
finished
F-
project.
F-
O's.
FFOs. Even this one.
FFO. No.
This one was stitches.
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5 FF.
I'm pretty sure you didn't like sleep for a while. Like
I know,
it
you
seemed like
did.
you were
We
stitching
crushed it.
constantly.
Crushed it.
Crazy.
So we are so excited. Let's jump right in because we have so much stuff to show you tonight. We have so many cool announcements coming up at the end of this video of opportunities to come and stitch with us
Hang with us.
and hang with us. I cannot wait. We have so much cool stuff coming over the next,
It happened so bad. I want to meet all of you.
I know.
We're crazier in person.
Even we have way more coffee in person.
I was just thinking, I'm so sad my coffee is gone.
I actually wondered if it would be inappropriate to drink wine tonight, but I think...
Hey, listen,
Next
stitching the
time.
dream. Like they are always drinking some kind of crazy concoction. over
Maybe
there,
next
so.
time.
Who is drinking something crazy?
They're called Stitching the
Oh,
Dream.
yeah. They always have,
Yeah, they're from Ohio.
Yeah.
They're friends with Pam and Steph. They're super funny. And
There's a lot of Ohio stitchers.
What is that
a
about?
lot of Ohio stitchers, but that's part of our stuff that we're going to talk about at the end because we're going to have a chance to meet some Ohio stitchers, and I'm super excited. So, all right, Jode, why don't you go first with the whip parade?
All right. So, I never finish anything. How
I
ironic.
mean, you could technically be done at any point.
I
though.
could. The only thing I did on here is this little fill-in right there. Not a lot because I was working on something else. I had 2 other things that I finished in the last 2 weeks that I cannot wait to show you when we do finishes. So, sorry, y'all. That's all I did on there.
But it's ironic
great.
because you
Okay.
not finished it.
Michael has been stitching away
That bag
his
is awesome.
Harley Quinn and Joker pattern, and this is how far he is.
He's doing amazing.
Like, he's
Wow,
killing
nice
it, you
bag.
guys.
Show
I
the
know.
bag. What?
That's awesome.
That's clean.
Like, he is killing it.
That's
I'm
doing
so proud of him.
Yeah.
And he, you know, like, he never complains about it. Like, sometimes I'll be sitting there, and if I have, like, a huge block of one color, I'll be like, fuck, like, I am still doing 310. Like, this is so
that's
stupid.
310.
He just sits there and does it. Like, you know, like, it's no big deal. And, so anyways, a funny story about this little purple spot right here. he was stitching with 3 threads. And it's the only spot with 3 threads. I think he's going to do the entire background with 3, just so that the background is like really dense. So he's stitching away, and I'm like, and he's getting like a little bit, again, he doesn't complain ever, but he's getting like a little quiet, and he's got like this concerned look on his face, and I'm like, are you okay, babe? And he's like, man, this 3-thread thing is like, it's getting real difficult. Like, I can't find the holes. It's just like, it feels like really, it's just not, I don't like it. And I'm like, let me see what you're up to over there. And I look at it, and it's like he's laying carpet. His tail got stuck while he was stitching.
So it was 6 threads.
So he was actually stitching 6 threads.
Is that even possible?
In this time, dude, it was like lumpy. It had like, it was like all uneven. You couldn't even see the X's because he was putting the needle anywhere he could find, anywhere it would go in.
He's like, good enough.
He's like, this is so hard. And I'm like, oh, babe. So I frogged it for him. He redid it. And anyways, I think it looks awesome. I'm super proud of him. So
yeah,
that's his whip. And the last whip I have, I did start is it peppermint purple or purple peppermint? Peppermint purple stitch along. So, so I started that, and I only have 1 week done.
It looks so good.
But the reason I only have 1 week done is because I had a week and a half. And I stopped doing it because the color that I was doing it in, I felt like just was not.
It wasn't popping.
It wasn't popping. I couldn't see like the real definitive lines. So when Kristen got here today, I confirmed that with her. I spent, an hour frogging everything out because this is 1/1. So I'm not a fan of stitching with 1 thread.
Today you spent an hour frogging and then got that far?
I spent an hour frogging these 2, and then I redid that.
Oh,
so I redid that first square in what color? 820.
I love that color.
And I am obsessed with
so much
how
better.
it came out. Like, I've never had lines this clean ever in my life. I'm like loving how this is turning out.
That's
so
beautiful.
this is 14 Aida with 1 thread. And
it's free. You just have to join their Facebook.
It's free. Yeah. You just go on their Facebook and
I'll link all that below.
And it's they release a square every week.
So there'll be 52 blocks.
So there will be 52 blocks, and I think they just released 7. So by Christmas it'll be done.
It'll be awesome.
And
it's not going to take you any time at all.
It doesn't take long at all. The boxes took this is only half the boxes. There's a whole this is like a long
wait.
Yeah, like I was getting tired of doing all the boxes. I'm like, I want to get to the fun stuff. So I'm going to get caught up, and then next week I'll start with week 8. And hopefully next video I will have a much more complete update for you on that.
Perfect.
And that's all I have.
Well, you did another really big project, like
2 of them.
All right, so where am I at in whips?
Secret.
So, one of my projects is also in the FFO section of the video, so I spent a lot of time working on that over the last 2 weeks.
We had starts, whips, and finishes
in the same week.
Full cycle.
Great. So the one that I started, I made some good progress on, is my Erika Michaels Beware pattern. And this is what it looks like. Remember, this is the gauze pattern that I'm not stitching on gauze. I am stitching on terracotta. And I made really good progress. I think last time I just had spooky and a little bit of the border done. And I did.
Look at that bat.
All the little
fabric choice is just unreal. It's so pretty.
So
you can't really see it on the camera.
No, that color is beautiful in person.
And so just to give you an idea of kind of where I'm at, I just have the side border to do and a little bit on the bottom. So making good progress on that one.
It looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm really liking it. Plus it's all 310, so it's very fast to stitch. There's no color changes. The other one that I'm working on, of course, the beginning of February means the release of the Modern Folk Embroidery Sal, which you can find on modernfolkembroidery.com, which I'll link below. You can still join. It's $24. And then you can see the full pattern before you purchase. So if you're like, it's not really my style, it's not a secret. I mean, you just you receive.
Yeah, remember we saw the
That's
whole.
right.
Yeah,
but they only release what to stitch.
So you can see the whole thing,
Yeah,
but you don't get the pattern until.
Correct.
It's not a secret.
But look how amazing.
It's gorgeous.
Aren't sales supposed to be secrets though?
I think they're just
It's just stitch-along.
so it's just come and stitch. They don't have to be mystery.
Got it.
So I'm making good progress on this one. There's still quite a bit more to do. I still have there's a heart border that's going to go over here.
There's another border. Wait, it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's going to go like up at the top here.
Okay.
Like it continues down this way.
This
plus-
is the 820 that Kristen gave me. and
That
it's
color is
beautiful.
amazing.
It's amazing.
I just-
that fabric is beautiful.
I love it. You want to see my bag?
Always.
Ooh, whoa!
I'm sorry. Show me the back. I
Oh!
Hold on, how big is this gonna be? This thing's huge.
Like, I know it's the blanket.
It's the bed sheet.
Yeah.
But I think there's only I think there's 2 more sections at the top, and then it's 3 down. So it's
amazing.
4 by 3 sections.
So
so are
this
you
will go
done?
over 3.
It'll go over 4.
Over. Okay, and then 3 down.
Yeah. So it's
So
gonna be a big mama.
Is
dog.
this
often
a
do you
section?
get-
It's a section and a half.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be quite as wide
How often
as
do
this,
you
but
get a section?
once a month. First of the month.
Oof. That's a lot.
But you know what? It's so easy to stitch. It's so much fun, and just using one color. Again, you just make such great progress.
And it's not dense, so
No.
it's really not that many actual stitches.
No,
What's
it's
your
very
count?
it's very manageable. This is a
Tiny.
32 count.
Yeah, okay.
This is 32 count gingerbread from Picture This Plus. If
Kristen,
you,
this is gorgeous.
thank you.
Is this
That
going to
color
become
on it
a
is unreal.
shawl? Like,
What are you
This
gonna
is
do
gonna.
with
I'm gonna
that?
frame this. I am gonna have it professionally framed because I think it'll just look
I think it
amazing.
would make a beautiful blanket.
Oh, I can't sleep. I can't allow someone to wrap their dirty body up in this thing.
Don't you have like decorative blankets? Like put it.
She has
I have 6 animals.
Oh,
There's
that's
just
true.
the $50 blanket that I made for Christmas for myself, the one that I hand crocheted, that is now a cat blanket.
Oh,
So,
they
but
like it.
they needed somewhere comfy to lay, so that's what's
What are
happening.
you gonna
Sounds
do?
like Mom.
I guess. All right, Erin,
Okay.
get up here.
I'm gonna
Let's see what
show-
you got.
So I had several starts during these last 2 weeks, but I finished them. So my whips are smaller. Sorry, I forgot Jonathan's. I don't want to forget his.
No, jeez.
Let me just show his first so that we
Oh,
have
this is
that.
the space one.
This is the space one.
Oh, cool.
So that's how much he
Oh,
did. I know he
nice.
did like that corner. Yes. So he's been working away.
I still can't believe he stitches in hand. That's so funny
It's the,
to me.
it's the only way he'll want to do it.
He's
Although,
making
let me tell
progress.
you, the funny thing he's now doing is he's taken my book light that I used to. I don't know if you guys remember when I would bring that to our,
Mhm.
and I'll probably still bring it to retreats and whatever. But he said it makes such a difference to have a light. I'm like, that's why I got this giant contraption that I keep over by the couch. Because,
That's
the light
funny.
makes a huge difference.
Makes a
but
huge difference.
He's coming along.
Especially as we're getting older, our peepers are getting a little.
I refuse to. Mine has a magnifier as well.
I
But I know
refuse.
once I start using that, I will get
Oh, you'll get used
so
to it.
addicted to it that I won't be able to stitch away from it, and I don't want to do that.
I know.
So I'm trying to hold off.
The light's one
Long
thing,
as
the
I can.
magnifier is another thing. Okay,
It's
what else
great.
you been working
So
on?
the other thing,
Ooh.
I have my phone. Sorry, this is Into the Jungle, and I did. Oh, my needle minders are getting stuck on each other. Stop. This is the Red Jungle that I'm doing
Red
for Aria.
Jungle.
Red Jungle. So I'm going to show you, this is what it's supposed to be. And she, again, wanted Scarlet Macaws. So this was my effort to make it a Scarlet
Aw,
Macaw.
that looks
It
great.
came out awesome.
Thank you. I had to change the beak because apparently Scarlet Macaw's beaks are more of a whitish color.
I actually
so I
like
changed.
those colors more than
I
the
do
Thank
too.
you. That's what a lot of people on Instagram are saying, and that makes me happy.
That looks awesome.
Thank you. I'm very happy with how that. It wasn't too difficult to change it up either, but I'm happy with how that turned out. I did have to Red Jungle. I did have to borrow. I had to borrow some yellow from a different project and stuff. They don't have all those colors, but
That's okay.
then I'm doing the Every Season sale by Tiny Modernist.
gotcha.
No, I'm losing everything. Oh, that was from Red Jungle. I gotta put that back together. Sorry.
Here,
Oh,
hand it to me.
Yeah.
Red
Red Jungle. So this is the Tiny Modernist every season. Remember, this comes out every 2 months. Watch the needles up in the corner. Sorry.
Erin, did you have this back on?
It should be. Oh, maybe it's on this one up
Look
here.
how stinking cute.
So
I love the borders. I really do.
I'm glad you like the borders.
Because she doesn't.
I absolutely cannot stand variegated floss. I don't know how you people stitch with it. Bless your heart, because it looks great. I do agree with that. I can't do English style. I don't like having to constantly make X's.
Oh.
I like to do
Danish.
halves and get the whole part done, and then put my chart away and just finish the X's.
I think that's
You know what I mean?
I think that's why you're so fast.
I think that's why she's so fast too. I didn't know that's
That's
what
how
you
I
did.
do it.
So
Yeah.
I knew that you did the halves.
That's why
like,
she stitches
for
like a
big
crazy
pieces.
person.
I didn't realize that you were doing it so that you didn't have to follow.
Then I
the
don't have to
chart so
keep
much.
looking at the chart constantly.
Dude,
Because
you're a genius.
Thank you. I mean, I'll take it.
Here's Red Jungle.
Thanks. I just
That's amazing.
can't stand having to constantly look at my chart. That's the problem. So this is really frustrating for me, but I'm making it work. I just
You don't
can't
have much
stand.
more to go.
I know, I have to just do it. Well, let me tell you, there's still an entire border that goes around the whole thing. I'm not doing it.
No.
Last night I said to myself, I go, you don't have to do that, Erin. And I instantly got happy, and I said, okay, then I'm not doing it.
No, you don't have to. I
I'm
think
not
it's gonna
stressing
look
myself
awesome
out.
regardless.
Then I did change the color. It's supposed to be white, and I didn't think the white would pop enough. So that's why I went for the variegated floss.
It looks
I
great.
love patterns that have like all different kinds of fonts in them.
Oh my god, like
isn't
the
that cool?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love this.
I love that.
Your autumn pool, doesn't it have a bunch of
It
different
does, and it's the same thing as
Fonts and
Tiny
stuff?
Modernist.
like the Christmas one that you guys did.
That's
How it's
Oh,
like all
yeah,
different.
yeah,
I
the
love
caterpillar,
that. I love
yeah.
that look.
And that's an Ada. I coffee tea dyed this myself, but
Oh,
this
nice.
is a Jerry fabric.
Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Can I see that?
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Watch these.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
All right, are those your whips?
Yes, those are my whips.
All right,
Here, where's
Erica.
that back?
I'm a mess.
All right.
We still have
Oh my
these
God, you're.
Yes.
I
I keep,
snag your
in case you're wondering why I keep disappearing,
Where's
it's
your
because
box?
the baby is here, but
Get
he's
your
asleep in his
box
car
out.
seat, so I keep like checking on him. He's fine.
my
He's
God.
asleep. Anyway, I have 2 whips to show you today.
He's so
Um,
quiet today. Sorry, I just
I
realized.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry,
I
I was
know.
gonna get.
So we're gonna hurry, and then I'll put him on. It's fine. I just tonight put some stitches in on a Tiny Modernist pattern that I had wanted to start a couple weeks ago, and I got it all kitted, and I got in the hoop, everything was ready, and then the baby woke up, so I didn't get to finish it.
Mhm.
But it is the, I think called Swan Princess. I have the picture of it for you here. Tiny Modernist
I love it.
from
Oh, that's
Etsy.
beautiful. Oh, and your fabric choice
And I
is
chose
perfect.
this purple fabric from Picture This Plus.
Oh my god.
I can actually tell you.
I feel like you would really like doing that because it's kind of a
It is
wiki.
Thistle from Picture This Plus that I picked. I actually,
Is it background there?
when I started Into the Jungle, when it started, I had bought 2 pieces of purple fabric from Picture This Plus, not sure which one I would choose. And this was the one I did not choose. So it was just hanging around with no purpose. And now it is here. And I was thinking I would do the gray like she has in the example, but I really like the purple.
Oh, I like the
proud
purple.
of you for not doing frosted pie.
It's
I
fair.
know. It's a big
I
deal.
do feel like Tiny Modernist is slowly taking
really
over
got
our
that.
group, though.
Tiny Modernist is gonna they're gonna revolutionize Steel City Stitchers.
Yes.
Hopefully.
My
I think
other
I'm the
whip.
one that hasn't started. Oh, you
I
haven't
haven't.
one. No.
Yeah, you'll get there next week. Next video, they'll both be doing like 6 Tiny Modernist patterns. It's fine.
It's addicting.
That's
too.
not-
Well, when
That's
you
not
first
far-fetched.
mentioned them, I'm like, oh, they do a bunch of like tiny things.
No, yeah.
No.
That's funny.
Not the case.
Not the case.
Not
They
the
do
case.
very,
They're
very
giant
large
pieces.
Yeah.
things.
She has one that was through like a box situation. I can't remember what it was called. That it was an alphabet, and it's so cute. But each
That's
letter
so
is like $8 for the pattern, so it is like $200
What?
to do the whole alphabet because it's like released in this box like every month or something.
Is it supposed to be like that? Is that how it was originally released?
I have never seen it released anywhere else, so I think it might be.
What
just
else
for the
comes in the
pattern.
box?
I'm not sure.
Like,
I'm,
do you get?
I'm an unreliable
gold
reporter
bullion.
right now.
Gold doubloons.
I know.
Yeah.
Something.
Just a
like,
gold bar
crazy.
stuck in
Liners
there.
made of Krugerrands.
Yeah.
Diamonds for accents.
The African over
Precious
here.
gems.
Oh my
Who's
god.
gonna know about that?
She is a South African.
That's true.
Talking about her damn cruise.
Oh, God.
Everyone's like,
My mom would be so proud.
Your mom would be so proud.
Does your mom watch this?
I think, pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Honey goes to beat her on.
Okay, I only have one more whip, and that is the frosted pumpkin. Obviously,
She's gotta have one. Give
Yeah,
her
it's
one.
a good cause, people.
And it's
It's
adorable.
it's the with love pattern. And I,
You're coming along too.
yeah,
Cute.
I did Erin's little trick, and I did half stitches of all this white here, and then all the way half down, and
Goes so
all the
quick,
way half
right?
up, and I was like, ooh, I did it. And I said to my husband, I think that's why Erin is so fast. And he was like, oh, cool. He doesn't really have an opinion on this stuff, so he's just like, yes, dear, that's fine.
When Jonathan finished stitching last week, he said the same thing. He's like, I just don't understand how you're finishing these projects so quickly.
It was driving me crazy last week. I kept texting her. I'm like, what's the secret? Like, look at those Instagrams.
Makes
Something.
total sense.
Yeah.
Well,
How do
pro
you
tip.
know how to section it off? Like, how much do
Right.
you do until you then start crossing?
It's usually by color or it's usually by color, especially if I'm doing one of these little ones. I'll do all of that pink. I'll do all of the pink half
Right.
and go back. Does that make sense?
Do you think it
Yeah.
keeps your stitches looking neater?
I do.
Because a lot of people say
yeah.
that doing it the way that you're doing it, the English style, is that the half?
No, English is when you do the full cross.
Okay,
I think
so
it's
you're doing the Danish style.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they say though that doing it, I've heard it both ways. I've heard some people say doing the full X makes the stitches look neater, and other people say doing it half stitches, you get the same tension.
Right.
I find that.
Okay.
For me, at least.
But if you
Right,
think
I
about
find
it, if
that
you have
to
a
be
big block
cleaner.
and you do half of it, and then like 2 days later you come back and do the rest of it,
Yeah.
your fabric might not be as tight or
Totally.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like for tension purposes, the way that you stitch makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to try it both ways and then figure out. I feel like I do sometimes, but I've never really paid attention to do my stitches lay nicer a certain way.
Sure.
versus the
Right.
other. So.
Because I always
just,
do
I don't
like,
want to count a million times either. That's the other
Right,
reason I
right.
See, I do halves, but I only do one line at a
yes,
time.
me too.
Oh.
I do
So I
like
do halves,
half,
and then I go back.
and
Yep.
then half, and then back. Yeah.
I find that I have a hard time
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
placing my needle when I don't have a full X. Like if I'm going diagonal or if I'm following a color in different places,
Okay.
I feel like sometimes my placement feels off because I don't have a full X there.
I see what you're
So
saying.
it's hard for me to count.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
something I wanted to say about this with love pattern. I think it's so interesting. Like, I've seen people finishing these things, right? My sister just stitched this one on linen, and she did like 1/1, and whatever count her linen was, it is like this big finished, and mine is like
So tiny.
ginormous, and it's just crazy to me that it can look so like
That's so
it's
different.
just such a dramatic difference to me. And I'm like,
I've
what?
seen some people do too with that pattern, leave out the flower headband, and I'm glad
Yeah.
that you put it in because I think it's so
I
cute.
think it looks so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
it.
The heart.
I love it.
That's
Mhm.
very
I
cute.
like it.
I need to work on my kangaroo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll get back to it.
Variegated
Yes,
floss.
we had stuff to do.
Yeah, we had stuff to do.
No. So a new start / whips. That's
Very
what I
nice.
think. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
I remembered we have to press the button.
Yeah.
Just, All right, so let's talk finishes. I did do another finish. It was basically putting my gunslinger into the frame, and I laced it, and then I flipped it over, and it's all cattywampus.
Oh no.
So I didn't bring it because it looks like crap.
What kind of word is that?
It's a good one.
It's better than saying it looks like shit, because that's what it looks like.
say that.
No.
Catty what?
Catty what now?
Catty corner?
Catty crappy. Catty crap is what it looks like. It looks like crap. So I'm not showing that one, but I will show
The amazing one.
one of my finishes. So obviously we are big fans of caterpillar cross stitch. We'll talk about that in subsequent videos. But I wanted to finish an Easter pattern that I've had working on since last year.
Good timing.
And Here's my finish.
I mean, it's
Nice.
amazing.
Okay, so this
So good.
Okay, this board
thing
was $3 at Target.
That was $3. That's what
I remember when you got it. Oh, how cute is this?
I
That
just
is
made
very
that.
cute.
Yeah, I just
Did
used
you
it.
put that on there?
I did.
Oh,
So,
I see.
how I did this was the pattern itself comes in an egg shape. So I thought, okay, well that'll be perfect. It'll go on this little egg wooden piece. But the way I finished it was I used, and it's not great. Like, let's be honest, I am not a finisher. That is not my forte.
Stop like downplaying.
But I did the best I
It's
could.
awesome.
But
It's
it
so
like
layered.
so I did 2 layers of batting underneath here. I used a piece of sticky board
Guys,
and then
it's puffy.
I did a whip stitch around, pulled it tight.
Mhm.
I didn't pull it very tight. I'll fix that. And then I took and made a ruffle out of fabric, and I just glued
I like the ruffle. I like the ruffle look.
Okay,
This
so
is
is that
fabric.
it's fabric.
And I just ripped off a strip, and then I just took a needle and then just did the back and forth motion with the
Oh, you ruffled it.
fabric, and then I just made my
I
own
mean,
ruffle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks awesome. I love that you did that. What a nice like detail you put in.
And
it.
I asked Jay, I said, do I do I had 2 different types of fabric I was vacillating.
Think of that.
Oh, this is, if you guys watch Priscilla and Chelsea, if you've watched, like, I think there's another girl out there that does, like, finishes stuff like this. But Priscilla and Chelsea, they were my motivator, my inspiration for how to do this. Because they have tutorial videos out there that they do with Fat Quarter Shop, which shows you how to
Wow.
do finishing like this.
I love too that like these little frays are coming off. Like it just kind of
Yeah,
gives
it makes
it
it
like
look like,
character, like vintagey.
Yeah, like farmhousey, rustic
yeah.
type of stuff.
Those flowers in the bottom.
And then
so
these I
cute.
just purchased
Spot on.
at Hobby Lobby.
They
So
look
these
great.
came
Spot
in
on.
like a little
Yeah.
pack, and then I just hot glued those on there,
It
and then
looks
the
like
whole thing
you
was
bought
hot
this
glued.
all together as like a kit. That's how well it goes.
Thank
together.
Now,
Yeah.
what count is this pattern? Because is it like if someone else was going to do it on Ada,
Yeah.
would it be
This
a lot
was
bigger?
no, this was 28 count Monaco
Okay.
that I tea dyed myself.
That's about
So,
the size of her.
It
stuff
did
usually.
shrink the holes a little bit, so it probably made it equivalent to like a 32
Like a
or a
16
16
count.
count.
Okay.
However, if you were to be able to find this little wooden piece and stitch this, it would just be slightly bigger. But that would be fine. I think that would look fine even a little bit bigger. But again, this is a caterpillar cross stitch. It's called Easter Bloom if you're looking for the pattern. But it was really fun to stitch. It's a really easy one. It's very bright and
I love
springy.
stitching your
And
stuff. It's so
adorable.
easy to stitch.
yeah, so that's my
Uh,
finish. So I'm pretty proud of this
Very
finish.
nice.
And Mom, this is coming home for Easter.
Aww.
Love you, Mommy. All right, because she doesn't have an Easter. I've never finished an Easter.
She's
one
been
for
asking
her.
you for a project. For
I
a
know.
while.
So
Still
that,
haven't finished that Confederate one. though.
sorry, Dad. Oh, sorry, Malene. I will get that to you at some point. And yes, I will.
Sure.
All right, Jode, what did you finish?
Okay.
Oh man.
So I also finished a caterpillar piece. I've never stitched caterpillar before, but I love her stuff. I always see the girls stitching her stuff, and I decided to stitch one. So this is it called Noel?
Oh, is that terrible? I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry. I'll look it up.
Keep
Okay.
talking about it.
So
No,
I
read it.
had mentioned that doing my I never finish anything pattern, that I was really enjoying the wreath sort of feel to that. So that's anyways. There it is.
It looks so nice.
You did that
So-
so quickly too.
I did stitch this up in like under a week. So yeah. Now when I got the pattern, I didn't have a single color. So these are all just substitute colors.
Oh, they are.
Yep.
They look spot on. too.
And I'm actually missing, I think it called for like 5 different reds or 4 different reds. And I just decided I'll make the berries all, the same red other than the ones that are touching. So the reason it is, what was your word? Cattywampus?
Cattywampus.
The
Cattycrappus.
reason it's cut out like that is because, so at my local craft store, they had like a freebie table, and I found this stocking for free.
Freebie table.
Freebie
The
table.
best.
Best.
The best. Like, they texted about it, and I was like, where is this table? I'm on my way. And I literally
You
was
should
on
make
my
a
way.
purchase at Joann's. And
The
It's
lady
called-
was like,
Oh, it's called Noel Holly Wreath,
Noel Holly Wreath.
and it is $5.80
Pounds.
pounds. 5 pounds.
How do they say that?
$5.80.
Would say that.
You all want to lose 5 pounds?
5 pounds and 80 pence. Is that right?
No,
I
it's,
don't know if
oh
that's
yeah, it is
right.
P. I think they would say 580p.
580 pence?
P.
Sorry,
think
I don't know.
I don't know.
I am so not a world traveler.
I have family in London. I don't know. Anyways,
Me and my Michigan accent won't go
right?
far.
5 pounds. So this is my half FFO because I am gonna finish it, and that'll be a surprise. I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna finish it, but this cattywampus cut job will be hidden. And the reason I cut it like that is because I just wanted to get it as close to my stitching as possible.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna go around it is gonna kind of stick out, beyond the stocking a little bit. So
Love it.
mysterious.
This stocking is so cool.
Yeah.
isn't
I love
that
the
cute?
bells on it.
And it's
And
got
it-
bells, and it was free.
That's
They have some
even
good
better.
stuff on that table.
Yeah. They also had red. It's like burlappy, so it kind of looks like my fabric a little bit. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see
That's
that.
awesome.
But anyways, that's just 14 count Ada that was in my stash. So
Nice.
so that's that.
Very nice.
All right.
Killed it.
My other finish.
No. I mean, you killed it on this one, actually.
Oh, yes.
This next
It's like,
one.
no, you're not
So-
allowed to show another one.
Michael's birthday was yesterday,
Amazing.
and I like to make him stuff, creative and unique.
Sweet.
So I decided that I was going to record all of the kids, and then I converted their voices into sound waves and stitched the sound waves.
So cool. Get ready.
So
Unreal how
It is
amazing
so
this is.
cute.
Oh, nice. This
I
might
love
be
So there
my
it
very
is.
favorite finish.
It's probably my very favorite finish, and it was so simple. So
Yeah.
we've talked about these, like you can see, it's the pre-framed Ada. I think I was supposed to give them to you, Erika. I still have-
That's what that is.
So I still have 2 of them. I'm apologizing in advance. This was the biggest pain in the ass to stitch on. I'm not kidding. Like, I was like, oh, it's just like white Ada, right? It's not. Like, the holes are like clogged. They're not. It's just like not great quality Ada. But
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen them at your craft store. They're like, I don't know, probably 8x8,
6 by 6
by
probably.
7.
It fits perfect.
They come in a pack of 3, and I've only seen white. I've never seen any other color, and they're 14 count Ada. And what it is it's on this like wooden frame.
Yeah, it's like a canvas.
So I had it, and I'm like, I'll use it, and I'll see what happens here. It ended up fitting perfect, and the way that I did this was I just used my iPhone. I recorded them on voice memo. When you go to voice memo on the bottom, and I'm sure your Android phone has this too, the sound waves actually come up on the bottom, and they're literally just lines. So I took those and I graphed them on graph paper just to get my spacing right, and then my spacing for the names. So in teeny tiny, I have Jack, Stell, and Hazel, and then I just chose like a fun little font at the top so that he knew exactly what they were saying.
So cute.
So cute. And I had this board. In fact, I think we talked
Remember you
about
were
this
trying
one.
to give this
Before
board
I
away.
was like, somebody take it.
Trying to pawn it off on
Um,
you last time.
And I had it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, I'll just glue this on here with a hot glue gun. And it turned out to be like one of my favorite things.
Father's Day gift ideas.
Yes,
people.
Mother's Day
Oh,
gifts, grandparents gifts. My mom was like crying over this. She's like, so anytime.
I really like the Mother's
Guys,
Day gifts
I
idea.
posted,
Oh my
yes.
God.
I posted this on a Facebook group that I'm part of, a couple of them. You wouldn't believe how many people commented, like, my late husband, I have a recording of his voice. I could do this for him.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps.
My dad for
Yes.
my mom.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed.
Yes.
I love that.
So
Oh,
basically, and people kept asking me, like, how do you convert? Like,
It's
if
so
you already
easy.
have a video, if you've got an iPad or anything like that,
Mhm.
play it, record it on voice memo, your lines will pop right up. The The sound waves are not the typical, like, they're not all, like, one unit. They're literally lines. Mm-hmm. So the way that I did it was...
to graph it would be so easy.
It's so easy. I just took the tallest line, and I started there for my graphing. Yeah, and then I was able to either go in by 1 or in by 2 or however many. And I was kind of surprised. Like, if I look at the actual recording now, it looks identical.
That's awesome.
So...
That's awesome.
Amazing.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world.
That's why you guys subscribe to our channel, let's be honest. It's for this cutting edge
cross-stitch off her shoulder.
All of this cross-stitch info.
That's what I've been working on.
Oh, I love it. Love it. It's better than getting sound waves tattooed on your body, right?
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Do people do that? Yeah,
please don't
definitely.
Yeah.
But why?
I mean,
I guess there's this new...
There's not one to judge about the whole tattoo deal, but
like, what's the point of sound waves?
There's this new technology that people get it tattooed, and then there's like this app
that you can
actually plays the whatever it.
Like they get it like on their wrist and stuff. I've seen that.
Yeah, QR codes.
They would get like that. I love you.
So if you're not interested in getting a tattoo, this is the
Stitch it.
Tattoo, best option.
Stitching.
Yes. All right. Get up here
needles.
for finishes. Good job.
Right?
Great finishes, Joe.
Thanks, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had 4 start and finishes.
Woo!
I mean,
Unbelievable.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Are you?
A mad stitcher.
So,
we already know her secret.
Damn.
How she stitches so fast.
The first one I already gave away, so I'm going to show you the picture of it. Sorry, but I already gave it to the person. It is Bendy Stitches Design. It's her, she does a charity, Michelle Bendy. Mm-hmm. So her charity is for Puerto Rico, and it's called Moral Compass, and it was super inexpensive. But I have a friend that's obsessed with Harry Potter, and it's a Harry Potter themed stitch. And she's going through like a crazy, she's such a millennial. She's just going to like, they quit their jobs and they're going to go live in Colombia for a year. And it's just such a 20-something thing to do. And I love her and admire her. And so I thought this is perfect for her stage of life. So I already stitched it and framed it. And that's what it looks like. Did she love it? She loved it.
And it says,
she loved it.
Soon.
It says, soon we must choose between the easy way
and the right way.
And the right way.
I love it.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 So it was, anyways, it went over well. She liked it. And it was a day. I want to say that took me a day to stitch. Maybe 2 days.
Good job, Bendy.
Very
so,
nice.
Yes, thank you. I love that. And then, I am a big fan of hers. Seriously, her Flosstube is like, I make Jonathan want to with me. Like, I very much enjoy your Flosstube.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, does Jonathan have Flosstube channels that he watches independently?
No.
Okay.
He watches anything about Magic the Gathering. Like, those are the videos he makes me watch.
Jay very much enjoys watching Bendy. He also really enjoys watching Pam and Steph. Like, he thinks they're so funny. Like,
Bendy did that every day for Christmas, that Flossmas thing, and we watched that together. He was like, put it on.
Oh, yeah.
So we were into that one. Okay, so the next one I did... My daughter has a Valentine's Day party tomorrow, and they had to bring in a box or a bag. And I had made this bag for Halloween. I've already shown this before. So this was her Halloween bag, and she's been playing with it more lately. I don't know why, but she's decided she loves it again. And she said, I want to bring that. I said, well, that's Halloween. You can't bring that. Because in my head, I'm like, that's not happening. I don't know why I put my foot down, but I'm like, no, you won't. So I said, what if I make the bag Valentine's Day? And I knew that I had the Frosted Pumpkin Valentine's Day. I already had those.
The Pen Pals.
The Pen Pals. And I know that Erika was stitching one of them too. So one of them is the number 203, and then the other one is the number 202.
Yes.
And
202 is the mailbox one.
Is the mailbox one, yeah. So I stitched these on that confetti Ada that my husband gave me for Christmas, and one of the metallic ones that he gave me for Christmas. And I'll just show the finished product.
So
it's
cute.
easier.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm so excited about it. So then I just made this heart, and it was kind of like stitching on linen, if you see how I did it, because I had to cross
you did big ones.
multiple.
Yes, you did. That's very
It's
linen.
like, that's like my first.
It's very linen-esque.
My first foray into it, and that's how I did these hearts too up here
Oh my
to
gosh,
make
Erin,
it.
that's
And
so
then how
freaking
did you
cute.
stick them on?
It's glued on. It's fabric glue because I am not a big crafter. So everything I do, I'm like, I'll just glue it, and it stays because this one stayed. But I have realized that you have to do the fluffy kind of lace to make it look better. Do you know what I'm saying? It covers a lot of imperfections if you use fluffy lace.
It looks nice.
It's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh,
Thank
it
you.
looks
So
stinking
we had a
cute.
chocolate walk. Our town does this thing called a chocolate walk, and you go to all of the different businesses and you get a ton of sugar. And it's too much to eat in one day, believe it or not. So we brought this bag along and stuck the extra food
Oh my
in
gosh,
here.
so now
you
this
know,
is like
so.
a multi-purpose
So
Valentine's
now,
Day.
it's Valentine's Day and.
It's perfect.
So
It's
now I was
perfect.
like, okay, it's fine. Now you can bring it in.
She's real. I mean, like, she's gonna cherish this because, like, she can
I
use
hope
it all
so.
year long.
I hope
She'll
so.
always remember it too. Like I love that. Send us a
hope
picture
so.
tomorrow when she takes
Her
us.
stitches.
I
look
will.
really good.
Thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you. Yeah, so those I was able to do.
Mom of the year over here.
What?
PTA president.
I did.
I bought a
You
metal
did not do the full
mailbox
order,
from
right?
Walmart.
I didn't. I don't like that.
You're like,
extra.
here.
No, it's cool. I just wanted to
Here's some
see.
stickers. Slap them on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Eric was asking if I did the full border, but I didn't. I only did the inside border of the frosted pumpkin because the outside border is just like, it's
It's meant
excessive.
to look like the stamp.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's like,
just
right,
too
right,
much. So I didn't need that. Plus, you know how I feel about. Oh, and I
stitched
switched.
that one for my mama and myself.
I think that's the first thing
Oh,
I
yeah.
ever saw you stitch.
It is the first thing because we had talked about it, and that's when I was like, well, I'm going to stitch that
I
for
did
my
it on
mom. And so
Ada.
I made that. Yeah,
I
you
did
did like
it-
a pink Ada.
I did it on pink Ada
And you
that I
gave
bought
me
from
the
Michael's.
extra pink Ada.
And
Yeah.
I made for my mom, and I made one for me.
That's how we all started.
Yes, it is.
That's when we were buying rolls of Ada. That we were like, oh my god, they have baby blue! And we were so excited about it.
I mean, I still buy those, but
So do I.
I mean, I still
but I've
But
expanded
you
my
also
horizons.
ice dye your stuff
That's
too.
true.
Yeah.
She does.
we're moving up in the world. Very
Matches.
nice.
Oh, so the only other thing I want to say is instead of white, I used E747. If you're wondering, so it's that. What do you call that? It has like a sparkle in it.
ETOIL.
Very annoying to stitch with.
Oh, is it?
I do not recommend it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very stiff and very annoying to stitch with. But other than that, I liked that
It
project.
looks awesome. And
Thank
she
you.
used her book.
I'm using my book.
Is that what it is?
So the last one I did is called Perfect, and it's by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I did this on a 14 count Ada, and the only thing I switched on here was instead of 310, I used that C310 because somebody commented that all of those flosses that my husband gave me were actual DMCs, and you can use them for cross stitching. So I gave them a shot. They are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can stitch
So
and
what's
put
the
a little.
difference between those and the one that you used that you didn't like?
This you can actually stitch with, and it just gives a little bit of a sparkle to it.
Ooh.
So this is the.
It's so cute.
It's not an FFO, but it is a finished.
Perfect for me.
Yeah, so cute. It was so easy to stitch. This didn't take long. The heart took a while.
That's adorable.
Thank you. Do you guys have the thing happen to you with whatever you're watching while you're stitching is what you think of when you see that thing now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched that Cheer on Netflix, so right now that's like all that's popping in my head is like.
Oh. Yeah?
Did you like it? I want to watch that.
Yeah, I would recommend. I was a cheerleader, so it was interesting
Oh,
to me.
boy. One of those.
I wouldn't be one now.
I always stitch
There's
crime-
no
crime
way I would
documentaries in the
let.
background.
Yeah.
I'm not a serial killer. Though.
I would never
crossed-
let my kids.
I crossed
be
this the other
cheerleaders
night to
all day.
Braveheart, so that's all I have in
As
my
far as
head, yeah.
I feel better. I mean, mine was pretty bloody. There were a lot of accidents.
I'm
There's
sure.
a lot of concussions in cheerleading.
I'm sure it's not safe, especially at competition cheerleading. Those girls go crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
Didn't used to be that crazy.
My 9-year-old
It's very
niece does
competitive.
cheerleading, and she's like,
Mm.
she's a child. How's she doing this? I don't understand.
Sexualized.
Yeah, I agree.
Sound like a boomer. Sorry.
I feel you.
Very sexualized. It's like that darn Super Bowl halftime
Chris
show.
just had a birthday and she turned 89.
Yes, I did.
It goes with the
so
cross
good.
stitching and every, it all goes together.
Yes, yeah. All right, what did you finish?
This is
I'm
amazing.
so excited about this. I was working on Pen Pals number 203, which is the little one with the girl. It says love on it. It's Erin
With
had
the
that one.
arrow.
Yes. And I decided that I wasn't going to do the border at all. I didn't do the interior border, I didn't do the exterior border, and I wanted to incorporate it into some kind of sewn object. So today, when my...
Because she's that amazing.
She's the only one of us that knows how to use a
Sewing machine.
sewing machine properly.
So I went today when my oldest was at
We got
preschool.
Tabitha.
I was working on this, but I worked on it again when he had his quiet time this afternoon, and the baby was super cooperative.
Quiet time.
And I got it done, really in the space of a couple of hours, so that was cool. But the pattern, I'll show you too. It is a little drawstring bag.
How cute it is.
I love it so much.
And the fabric has like glitter on
Yeah.
it. It's
So the front of it is
cute.
kind of a quilt as you go approach, which I have never done until today. So I was sort of just like cutting fabric and like attaching it. And this white, I don't know if you can see it, is like glittery. So it's like a glittery little frame around. And then the pink also has some glitter.
Cute.
And
But I
then
love how then there's the accent too. How she always puts like an accent.
yeah, so
fabric.
the purple,
Perfect.
which is a fabric that I bought probably when I started sewing, which was years ago, and it's almost gone, and I'm sort of panicking about it.
So it's on the inside too.
It's on the inside too. I have the back is just the plain hearts, and then it's lined in the purple polka dot.
I'm going to guess you're not letting Dominic take that to school.
No. No. He did ask me if I was going to make him one, and I was like, well, yeah. Do you want this one or a bigger one? Because this pattern is, it's by Tink in Stitches. Hang on.
Got it.
Rewind.
We'll link it below.
Yes, I'll link it below. She's the one that I got my recent needle minders from.
Ooh.
The little tiny ones?
Yes.
Very cute.
Tink in Stitches is the Etsy shop. And this is her Tinkalong Pouch pattern. She has a lot of really cute patterns, and
That's very
Did
cute.
you just have that rope?
I bought this at Joann. You have to buy the rope
I mean, valid question.
at Joann. But I did just order like a bunch of it on Amazon because I fully intend to make more of these.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Not
so
necessarily
cute,
with
Erica.
cross stitch on the front, but my niece just turned 2, so I want to make her a couple of these to put her little 2-year-old things in it. I'm really excited, especially because the pattern is kind of flexible in terms of like how you make it. So I was able to fit this in without a lot of like headache. It was just like
Pen Pals patterns would fit. I mean, you could really
Yeah.
make it for anything.
and this is the small version of the pattern. There's a larger one, and then she also has like instructions for making it much smaller because you really just like increase or decrease the pattern size when you're making a copy. So like if you
So
bump
you
it
get
down,
all of those with the pattern that you buy?
the pattern that you buy comes with 2 sizes, but if you
Okay.
make copies at different like it's like 65%, then it's like itty bitty. But if you do like
Interesting.
125%,
So
it'd
there-
be much bigger.
When Kristen and I had the shop, we crocheted little tiny coffee things, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Her stuff, and I'll have to find the designer, we'll put it down below, but that size of pattern would be perfect for those type of things.
Oh, when we did the cross stitch, like the sloppy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
right,
Oh my
right.
God, yeah.
No,
You
that-
got it's like a little
kit
tea
too.
bag.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Keep it in mind.
I know.
Remember what we talked about before with the box.
Oh,
yeah. There's all
Secret.
I have to find that designer. There's all kinds of. There's like a little Brussels sprout lifting weights, and it's called like a muscle sprout. Like it's so cute.
Flossy is my favorite.
There's all kinds of those, but they're so cute.
Yeah.
So we'll link her.
It was the tea racks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That was real
Stop. That's so cute.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. So many possibilities. Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
You guys!
Erica.
Yay! Steel City
Nice.
Pictures! Round of applause. We did it.
Did it.
I use it all the time.
Oh, I love Erica's bags
Erica's
that she
bags are
made
great.
us.
If you haven't seen them, go back and watch our last video because.
Worth watching just for those bags. They're amazing.
So I was being good the past 2 weeks with not buying a lot of stuff because, as you all remember from last video, I'm going to the Crafty U next week with my mother.
Next week.
And for my birthday, she told me that I can pretty much buy whatever I want. Now, obviously, there's a limit because I will, and I'm not greedy, but I
would
will
buy the whole store.
So whatever she feels like gifting me, and then of course like my wad of cash that I will be taking with me.
You know what's dangerous at that store is just that wall of the
It's the wall of
bagged fabrics. Like,
fabric.
oh, you're killing me.
Right, the wall of fabric
and
and
that
the
clearance
floss,
section.
the clearance section. I'm gonna take like 3 patterns that I've been dying to kit up that I need the fancy floss for. So I can't wait. Anywho, so 1884 Stitchery, though, did just sign on a new designer, so now she's selling her stuff in her shop. So if you're not aware, it's Stitching in Sequins. McKenna, 1884 Stitchery, go check it out. She has a ton of cool stuff. But the one designer she just picked up, it's called, her name is Verbena, like the plant, like this.
Verbena, Verbena.
Yeah.
Coconut lime verbena.
I was
That
gonna
used to
say
be
that's
my breaks.
And she has,
They don't make that anymore, right?
They stopped making
it's
it.
it's called cross stitch verbena.
It's the only
So
way I know it.
if you're looking on,
We're so over 30.
Yeah.
It's like a very 90s sense.
if you're looking on 1884 Stitchery and you go to the menu, it's under verbena. But this is the pattern that I bought. It's simply called Black Spider.
So cute.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to get that. Aria would love that.
And it's so
spider.
cheap. It was so cheap. It was like $8.
I
But
don't love
anywho.
the borders drive me nuts, but the rest of it is so
I
pretty.
know, but like this
Yeah,
thing in the
makes it.
middle. Holy
Yeah.
Moses,
I
I
know.
love it.
Looks like a lamp.
Are those
Is it a
bats
lamp?
too?
The bats, the
Oh, I
pea,
have
the
to buy this.
Oh,
crows,
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
the
I will be getting
spiders,
this.
the little like.
Yeah, that's very cute.
Love it. So that was my only purchase. It was $8. Nobody can complain about it, Jason.
Very
He
nice.
doesn't. He's just like, you need to finish. I did finish stuff. I feel like my finish allows me to buy more stuff to start. And I've been
Yeah.
making good progress on whips that I have. So I've been very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm realizing one of the things I brought over is for Stitchy Kindness, so I need to save it.
Okay.
But I had one purchase from when I went to that store in Michigan that just came in, because Brooke and I both looked at the pattern and went, yeah, we both want that, and they only had one copy. But the owner is very kind, and she shipped it to me for free. So that's the pattern.
Oh.
Uh-huh. It's super cute, right? You want to know how big this sucker is?
No.
Yeah, I do.
191 by 196.
Ooh, that's going to be a big one.
So I'm not doing 14 count. You'll be very proud. I would like to do 18 count.
Oh.
I think I'm going to try it. I was even considering 20 at one point, but I'm like, no.
What's the size if
super.
you do 18? Like how?
I just looked it up too. I want to say it was like 9 or 9.5 by 9.5.
That's still pretty big.
It's still pretty big.
Imagine
But if you did the 14 count.
What was the stitch count? 190.
191 by 196.
And then you want to do it on 18.
They give you these free. She sent that free in the mail. She sent, but I can't show them because they're full. But she sends this paper. I wanted to remember that, so thank you.
So you'll
she
need,
sends a paper, a free pattern.
if you do it on 18 count, you'll need a 15 by 15 piece of fabric for a 2-inch border.
Yeah, but
That's
it
a good
won't
size.
be that big.
No.
Yeah, it'll be,
Mm-hmm. No, that'll be good.
It'll be 13 by 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
11
no.
by 11.
Yeah.
11 by 11.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is still pretty big.
that's
but
a good size. Yeah.
I think it'll be.
Oh, it's so cute.
It is,
I love
it's
it.
beautiful.
Thank
Those
you.
blues are pretty.
I'm really here. I don't want to show the thing that's on the back. Sorry. I'm really excited, and she stitched it on. I want to say 40 count linen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So it looked awesome on hers because it was so condensed.
I like
but
that.
It is
Ooh, that's
beautiful.
nice.
I think I would die if I tried to
so
do
big. But see, if you do my method of doing the crosses,
Right.
it does make it
It's
go.
gonna fly. Like you get to this
quicker.
part, you're
Mhm.
just gonna be like zipping
Yeah.
right along.
Once I do the outline,
Yeah.
and then you can go back in.
There's not a lot of colors.
And there's
to
not
do.
a lot of colors. No.
This is gonna be
So,
great. I love this. This is
Yeah,
cool.
and hopefully Brooke will stitch it too, and then we can
Wait, I have a question
say
about
we
it.
did it. Yeah.
Is the lighthouse a particular one?
It's cute, right?
I couldn't see it. Like,
It's not a particular one.
Okay.
No, I know what you're trying to get at. It's not. At
I
least
mean-
it's not one that I'm familiar with going to.
it's
The
not
lady
one
that made this is from Kalamazoo.
Oh.
So
Right on.
If anybody knows Oh, are there lighthouses?
There are tons
at the
of.
zoo?
There's no.
No,
This pattern's really exciting for Kristen.
Yes.
I'd like to see.
But these are the free ones, yeah. But we can't show them because it actually shows the pattern. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a box coming, and it's shipping on Saturday, you guys. I'm so excited. It's that Stitch box. It's the T one.
Oh, right.
You guys, like, I can't contain my excitement. It ships on Saturday, and I will be every single day, like, waiting for the mailman. Come to my house, deliver the package.
You should get that, like, informed delivery, so then you'll know when it's
We will definitely be doing an unboxing. I'm going to, someone's going to have to come to my house if they want to be a part of it. Otherwise, I'm filming it by myself because I'm not going to wait. I'm going to open all of them at once, too. You can do it as a countdown. There's 30 objects.
Oh my gosh.
And you can do it as a countdown, but I'm just opening it.
And who did you get this through?
Stitchy box, I want to say. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry. We'll link it below.
Yeah.
I want to say it's called Stitchy box. And I'm getting her advent calendar, and I'm getting her fall one. Because I got real excited about it.
Yeah, you did. You went kind of nuts there for a while. Yeah.
Well, it's only $20 to put the deposit down, but then you have to pay the rest of it.
Well, yeah. Like, you're like, $20, and then
Like
you get your bill
$20.
for $100 extra. How much were the boxes?
It's another $60. They're about $80 plus shipping.
That's not too bad.
It's not bad.
Not for 30
Well, we'll
things.
see what we get. The thing is, there aren't a lot of videos out there of unboxings, which is why I really want to do the unboxing for people in the future to see, like, this is what you get.
Yeah.
And
How often does she do them?
there's so many of them.
Oh.
There's tons
And
of
they're
them.
all themed?
Yeah, there was like a Valentine's Day one, there was a cat lovers one, but they're small batch, so you have to get in on it fast, otherwise they sell out. The advent calendar, I'm 90% sure is already sold out.
Wow.
That's why I've already reserved it.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Holy moly. I need to go.
Crazy.
I myself one of those.
Yeah, because the Geeky Stitcher, is that what it is? Or she has an advent calendar, and I was going to do hers, but honestly, I'm way more pumped for this one right now.
Yeah.
I'll probably do hers next year. I might do both. Let's be honest, I'm going to do both.
There's so many months until that time. It's crazy.
What'd you buy?
Ooh, I got it out and then I forgot something. Okay, so Satsuma
Oh yeah, that's
Street
right.
is
I
doing
got
a
this.
new stitch along.
Man, when she goes
When
out,
she goes out.
She goes
I'm so proud of you.
proud.
Thank you, friends. It is the like Alice in Wonderland
Yes.
themed thing, which
I want
is 100% my jam. So I signed up for it, and I had some fabric that I confirmed via text and in person tonight would be fine for
Be
this
perfect.
project.
Not fine. It'll be great.
And it's Picture This Plus Masquerade, and I got it from dear
Sandra.
little Sandra.
So soft.
So soft. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Look
Can
at
you
that.
even tell? It's sort of like greeny,
it's
bluey with
gorgeous.
purple. It's really lovely. I think it will work really nicely.
That color.
So I'm pretty excited. I think the first clue is released at the end of this month.
Can I tell you, when you sent that to me, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, Satsuma, of course I want to buy this. And I said that to my husband. This was the pattern that pushed him over the edge. He goes, finish the patterns you have. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
I was like, that's not really how it works, honey.
right.
Yeah, that's
And
how
these
it
are all
works.
the threads. Well, some of them. Can you see them? They're so lovely. She picked beautiful colors.
Ugh, it's
You
gorgeous.
know,
she
that's
does.
her usual.
She does use a lot of
She
colors.
uses a
though.
ton.
There's a lot of colors in any of her patterns.
They're so vibrant.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
very excited. I think it'll be really lovely.
It's really fun to stitch too, because that's an easy. They're in clumps of colors.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Fun
nice.
stitch.
Erica, I am proud.
I mean, who knows how long this is
Big
gonna
time.
take me?
Doesn't matter.
Like 10 years,
Doesn't matter.
probably. My
Doesn't
children will be
20.
graduating high school. Like, it's a whole
Yeah, we'll
thing.
see you in 2030.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
But I got it. I'm excited about it. See how it goes.
A little
Yay.
older, a little grayer.
Yeah.
Possibly a little
I
fatter.
do have.
I'm never getting gray, baby. That's why I go to the salon.
I have one white hair. I have one white hair up here
Oh
somewhere.
man, if I let it go, I would be white right now.
My hair guy was like, let's just name this one after my oldest son. I'm like, that's reasonable. That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Very much so. Awesome. Good,
Yay.
good haul, people.
Woo!
So we were just talking about Valentine's Day, and Erika got an amazing Vera Bradley bag, and
very special.
my birthday is on the 10th, so I celebrate both, which is completely fine. But I did get an Apple Watch for my birthday, so I was very excited about it.
I did get
No big deal.
It was so funny. My husband had to go buy a new phone because
What color band do you have?
I got the rose gold one.
I
Yeah.
love that.
So nice.
So he had to go get a new phone, and it was so funny because the way he was, telling me the story is like, we just buy the phones outright, right? Like we don't put them on our bill or anything. That's just one thing that we just do. And so he went to buy a phone, and the guy's like trying to talk him into like this $800 phone, and Jason's like, that's not happening. Like, what's the cheapest phone I can get, basically? But he said when it came to my watch, he was like, what's the best one? Which is like, and like he spent more on my watch than he did on his own phone.
That's so nice.
So
Sweet.
and the guy was probably like, dude, what are you like? What are you doing? Because Jason was like, okay, here's all the Apple Watches. Like, which is the best one? What's the newest one? Like, which one's going to be perfect for her? I want all the gadgets. I want, like, all the upgrades, blah, blah, blah. So, but he did go with a cheaper phone. So, thanks, babe.
We love you, Jay.
Awesome.
Gold star husbands,
That's
right?
very kind.
They keep just surprising us, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
So, Stitchy Kindness, couple of things. We had been contacted, I had been contacted through Instagram from one of our viewers, and she simply asked if she would be allowed, which,
Yes.
yes.
Just for the record.
Always a yes.
You are always allowed to send us stuff, okay? Like, just
Totally.
say it. Like, we will take it.
Not a box of hair.
Okay, sure, she's right. There's
Clip
limits.
toenails, things like that. We don't want that.
Nothing like that.
But she had asked if it was okay for her to send us project bags that she wanted to make for us. And so she kind of left it up to me to decide what theme for the other three for their bags. And so I really didn't know what to expect. I was assuming, of course, that the bags were going to be beautiful and very well made. Like, nobody like offers to send you a bag and they don't know how to make one. Like, that would be like me being like, "Hi, can I send you a bag?" And it's like,
Can I use fabric glue?
cattywampus. It's like all cattywampus and just in my
It
own.
goes in the closet.
Yeah. So I was really excited to obviously get these bags, and she was like very quick about it and just said, "Please send me pictures whenever you get them," which it will do that. Wanted to show you guys first. We were completely blown away.
Blown away.
Blown away. So I get this package, and it's from our good friend viewer, Marsha.
Thanks,
Hi, Marsha.
You're the best.
We love you so much. And in it were personalized bags for the four of us, for
Crazy.
Erin's husband, for Jodi's husband, and her kids. Holy crap.
So nuts.
So,
Crazy town.
And the note inside.
The notes. We
Yes.
all got personal notes.
so
Amazing.
Stop.
I will show mine first.
Stop it.
Guys, they're cyclists.
Can we talk about this for a second? Turn this around. It's every detail, like down to like this little
The scissor pull,
glass
the
thing.
stitching.
Open it up. It's
The inside.
insane.
It's a different. I love it. Her
Oh,
little made by.
So that's a little made by. And then we all got personalized little notes, which she actually took the time to write us like thought out beautiful notes to each of us individually.
like
Um,
super personal.
Yeah, super personal. And so this was my bag. I was blown away. Okay, so then I couldn't wait to show the girls. I was going to wait until tonight, and then I was like,
I think
Screw
we
that
were like,
noise.
Just take a picture.
I was like,
We couldn't deal.
so I was like, Jodi, I'm FaceTiming you. So why don't you show your bags?
Okay. So my little personal note says, "You win for having the most stitchers in your family."
Yeah, because Jodi has Stella, of course.
So,
that's stitchers.
and then not only that, but then she said in the note, "I even made you an extra one so that Hazel wouldn't feel left out." Like,
It's so cute.
I can't, I like want to cry when I think about it. So, this is the one she made for Michael.
I love it.
So great.
It's so
Open me up
perfect.
here.
So
This
it's the
beautiful,
gray.
like, mottled gray
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Mhm.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, we have
This is my
His
favorite part. Is
and
that it's
hers.
Like, his and hers on
Yes.
it.
matchy project bags, and they're
I like
like
color choices too.
they are. I just realized now that I'm holding this, they are. There's batting inside of these.
Oh yeah, like they're so
Like
they're-
they
That's
are
why they feel so. They feel very
thick.
professional. Like
They're amazing. I can't even breathe
Yeah.
when I think about how she did this for us. It's so incredible. So his and hers. Okay. And then Stella. Can you even? Could you die? This
this,
little
like, rickrack.
charm.
the charm is perfect.
Okay. And then hold on. Polka dots.
Oh my god.
Like, Stella is going to lose her brains, okay? So then, there's more. She made this little pouch for Hazel.
I love that.
With little
fabric.
baby
Okay,
seahorses.
They're baby seahorses, and then wait.
Such a cute.
Wait.
fabric. Oh my gosh! Wait, I can't see the.
They're mermaids.
It's like little
Marbles.
mermaids.
Oh my god! I like how it. Like I like the design of it too.
Oh my
with the
God.
Oh, the
Velcro.
pouch. The pouch is great.
Okay, with this like little charm guy. I mean, I can't even.
It's so nice.
Like, I think about this daily, and I'm like, this is the nicest thing. I mean, and she made 4 of them for me. Like, I can't even describe how grateful and how
Here, Christina, I'll let you show.
Meaningful.
meaningful this is to us. So, thank you.
Yes. And
Mine is tea. I love it.
And
Do you
it's
wanna come up
tea.
here? No, it's okay. She can show it.
with this little
I like the little
Look
white,
at
like
this.
the lacing
The
on
little
it.
rickrack.
Yes.
I love
And
it.
then-
Adds a little something.
I love it. And
Pokies.
the inside is polka dot.
Amazing.
So perfect.
and then for Jonathan, because he's
do no wrong here.
a gamer.
You guys.
And
Stop.
she's not wrong.
This is my
And he
favorite.
loves- Yeah, he loves it. Yeah,
This
I mean,
is
it's perfect.
my
it's
favorite.
Perfect for him. You were spot on with that. It was
And then-
very good. She said she was taking a guess that he would like it, and she is very accurate.
Oh my god, this bag is amazing.
It's great. It's perfect.
All right, and then
Erica. Mine.
Thank you.
This is like, I know that extra
it's
little-
the books.
I love it. The
With
little,
the
there's a little
owl?
owl pull. The fabric is kind of sparkly, like the purpley one.
That color is so you.
And then the
too.
inside, they're like old typewriter keys.
Oh my god, I didn't see
Oh,
the inside!
yeah.
That's amazing.
This is amazing.
I love it so much. And then she also sent me this little like plastic one so I could try this style of these.
Yes.
Which is super thoughtful
Oh,
and I
that's
really
sweet.
appreciate it.
And I received one of those as well. And then she also sent in the box.
Amazing.
Oh,
This
look at
fabric.
I can't wait to put the Alice in Wonderland
In
in there.
She also sent us these little wooden craft
Oh.
things to
Oh,
do as well.
cute.
So, Marcia, we love you so much.
You're
We
amazing.
can't even express how grateful
Speechless.
we are. You're amazing. And this, I had asked her if there was an Etsy shop that we could promote her. And this was literally just a random act of kindness. She doesn't sell these. She just makes them. I'm like,
She's just
who
amazing.
does this, right? Amazing people like Marcia.
This is
So
so sweet.
It is.
we love you
Those
so much.
cyclists are adorable. I thought it was going to be like little bikes. No,
Yeah, this
it's
is like Tour de France
yeah.
here. Like,
I guess I didn't know what I was thinking that was going to be, but that is perfect.
I love it so
This
much.
this book one reminds me of the cover of one of my favorite books. So like every time I see it, I'm like, ooh.
She asked me, she goes, do you want cyclist or coffee? And I said, well, nobody has a cycling bag.
No.
Like, I gotta get the cyclist, right?
Yeah,
It's just unreal. I can't stop looking at them. I can't stop touching them.
And
I
now
can't
we can
stop
use
thinking
them.
about her.
Now I
can't,
can use
like
my
now
bag.
I'm going to have to fight between my whips, like which one's going to win.
In the bag,
to
I
be in
know.
This
Bag.
bag.
I know between
Very
this
special.
bag and then Erica's bag that she made for us, I'm like,
Special is the perfect word.
It's special.
Yeah.
Very special.
so we love you
It's
so
amazing.
much. Thank you so much for this
Can't
bag.
say thank you enough,
Yes.
honestly.
Love you so much. And hopefully we get to meet you someday in the future because she is out of like the Cincinnati area. So
Oh, okay.
But she's
she's from Pittsburgh
Yeah,
originally. So she said that she was from Fox Chapel. So
Oh,
she,
cool.
of course, watches us because we're the Steel City Stitchers. And so it's really cool to be able to connect with people who used to live in Pittsburgh and just that you watch our channel and that you support us. So thank you so much. The other Stitchy Kindness that I have, because it was my birthday, Jodi made me something for my birthday.
Yay. Stop it.
Okay,
Wait, what?
so she bought the bag.
The bag.
She bought the bag.
Okay. Hold up. You did
And if
what?
you can see, look at their little needle and thread.
That's amazing.
fabric.
Wow.
Okay. So, first of all, love this bag. Super nice leather handles. And then on the inside, she re-gifted me back a book that I left here.
It's a truly
I was
personal
just
gift.
storing it in there.
These socks that say Life's a Stitch.
Those are great.
Shut up.
I love those.
And a little Notions bag that has bicycles on it.
So I did sew that, and then my sewing machine got clogged. It just kind of
So
got
she gave
stuck.
up.
So I said, forget this, and the second bag I did is glued. So,
So it's
All
just
about the fabric.
just fabric.
but Erika, you will be proud. I
I
mean,
am very
I did
proud
sew
of
that.
you.
You can
I'm
see.
super proud. Awesome.
So-
Great.
I need you to fix my sewing machine.
that was
Side note.
It's in bad
I will look
shape.
at it and then I will recommend the repair place. I will go to.
so.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Jode.
You're welcome.
That's
I love
really
you.
nice.
Love you.
You hit that one. That's
Yeah,
great.
that was a lot of personalization there. For her birthday, I got her a shirt that says, "I'd
I
rather
just want to
be-"
pet dogs and drink wine, which is kind of what I want to do all the time. Can we talk about these real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Oh.
So Erin brought us these. Last video we talked about making name tags for
Yes.
when we do our
I
Stitch
take
days.
things like that very serious.
Erin just like stored it in her little knowledge box and shows up today.
right to Amazon. It's like, we're doing that.
So these are lanyards and little plastic thingies.
So we'll be stitching.
So we will be
something for them.
stitching our own name
Because we've got
tags.
things to talk about at the end of the video.
Yeah.
That we'll need that.
So next time you see us, you'll know who's who, and we'll have
In
little
case you
name
didn't
tags on there. Are we doing themes? Like, are we how are we
I
doing
think
this?
personal to you. Like, I think make one that's
Just
like
make it.
Jodi theme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It speaks to your heart.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Love it.
Right on.
So that was my Stitchy Kindness.
so great.
So stitchy and
I
so
Here, can you just show? Mine's really quick.
Yeah.
I just have a quick one. This was a Christmas present from my brother-in-law that he didn't gauge how long it takes things to ship from the UK.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got it a little late.
Sally, I'm still waiting on my koala needle finder.
This is great.
I love that.
Her logo is like the cutest thing
It's
on her.
so cute, right?
Yeah.
So, and the bag is really nice quality, and
Is it like a
I
nice
immediately
thick
put
canvas?
my Bloom and Grow
There you go.
sale in there.
Yeah,
Right
that's
on.
Awesome.
It's cool.
Very
Also,
cool.
that's my little note on the
And
back.
if you follow
Your
Crop
low tech
Caterpillar on Instagram, you'll notice on her story she had 2 of Erin's
It's blowing up in there. You
on
felt
her
like a
story.
rock star.
Famous.
We were
Famous.
whoa, we're getting out there. Okay,
It was great.
settle down now.
And that gets me so excited every time she does it. She did it. That's my
I know.
third time.
That
I'm
happens
like,
to It happens to you with the frosted pumpkin too. I get like,
When any Flosstube channel shouts us out and somebody tells me, I watch it and then I scream.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
lose my mind.
yeah.
All right, what'd you get?
I had my sister and my mom and my niece visited recently, and my sister brought me some Christmas gifts, and they were a little bag. First of all, we're from Michigan. Here's a pencil that says, it's called Pop, not Soda.
Oh, I like it.
So,
I try not to be aggressive about
I
the
know,
pop
I
thing,
know,
but
I do
I
too.
still like the pencil.
I'm really pleased about the pencil.
I'm from California and I say soda, but
Yeah.
since I've moved here,
It's pop.
it's
Because
pop.
Pittsburgh gets pop too.
Yeah,
right?
I think
is.
so,
Western
yeah.
PA.
Man, when I
We're
lived in
pop
Florida, those kids would look at me like I was crazy when I was like, well, who's bringing pop to the party? Pop.
That's how they all
They all say
everything
Coke, right?
Coca-Cola.
Right, like I'll have a Coke.
I'll have
A clear Coke or a brown Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want a brown Coke, but I do.
But I do.
It's weird.
Because I don't want Sprite.
Right. She also gave me a bunch of these,
Those are the C's.
the
C
DMC.
baby.
Okay, so that's the
C's.
black
Feel
that you
it.
did.
And
Okay.
you can feel how soft it is, so it just gives a little
Like-
bit of a shine to it, a little sparkle in it,
Super nice. I'm really
Okay,
excited about stitching
dumb
with
question.
these.
and it
Oh.
stitches very easily.
Yeah.
It's a very
I hope
nice
that's our
thread.
screenshot of Jodi's face. Really close to camera.
And then
Whoa.
she gave me something that I was not familiar with prior to this, and that is the DMC Diamant. And it's silver and gold. She told me that these are most often sold in Japan, I believe, but they are bringing them to the U.S. now. They're like metallic thread, I think comparable to like Kreinik and stuff like this, but I believe she said she stitched with it and it's like a little
Easier?
less stressful. And each like strand is like 2-ply basically, so you don't have to like split it or anything. You just like take it off the thing and go.
That's
And
what
you're
sulkies are.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Sulky threads that a lot of people
So,
stitch
These are
with
very
now.
beautiful and
You don't
soft.
want-
Yeah, they are really soft, and
I
I'm
wanna try
excited.
all the Japan things. They apparently have a lot of really cool stitching
Yeah.
stuff.
Do they really?
Let's go to Japan.
Yeah!
If we're going to do a Stitchy trip, it's going to be Russia.
I know. I feel
Oh.
well, we could do Russia and Japan. I mean,
Yeah.
they're right next to each
Could.
other.
We're neighbors, it's fine.
Yeah.
So that was for my sister. Thank you so much. I love you dearly. These are amazing gifts. I was very excited. I was like hugging the bag when she gave it to me. So that's the
She's on Instagram now and we're friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
She made a Stitchy Instagram account.
She's friends with me.
Get on the ball.
Yeah, do it, girl. So if any of you want to follow my sister, do that.
What's her handle?
I think it's Holly Berry Hobbies. We
Holly
Berry Hobbies. We debated this for a long time before she actually picked it. So.
Sweet. Well, guys, we got some great Stitchy Kindness.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
Ta-da!
We're all gone.
Hello. Everyone disappears on me. So,
I mean, I'm still here.
she's taking care of the baby. We're being very loud, and he's sleeping through all of this. All right, so we have some really exciting things to talk about. Okay, first thing to talk
I
about.
love it less when I don't have somebody sitting in front of me.
Yeah. The first thing we want to talk about is we are going to be going to a cross-stitch retreat the first week of April. Okay, the first weekend in April.
You guys.
And
She's saying that so casually. I could cry. I'm so excited.
Like-
about this.
Cry.
I did. And
She-
I'm crying now thinking about it.
she can't contain
Oh
herself.
my god.
Erin might leave
So-
tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to be halfway in this shot because I'm gonna feed this baby.
Oh, that's fine. So let me try to pull this up. Okay, so we found out that there are a couple spots remaining for this retreat that we are going to in April. Okay, and it is the Western PA and Eastern Ohio Cross Stitchers group on Facebook. Okay, so if you're in Western PA
Sounds
or
like an
Eastern
awesome
Ohio,
group of
or
ladies.
you want to drive, it is going to be in Warren, Ohio, and it is going to be. What are the dates on that?
It's definitely the first weekend. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Friday, April 3rd through
Yes.
Sunday, April 5th. It's at the Holiday Inn Express. There are, it's going to be very, very cash. There's like 15 people that are going, okay?
15.
But the
Total.
three of us are
There's only 2
going.
spots left, yeah.
There are 2 spots remaining as of today. If you are interested, you need to join the Western PA and Eastern Ohio Cross
And
Stitch
it's
group on
OH
Facebook.
when you search for it.
Yeah, it's Western PA and Eastern OH Cross Stitch group on Facebook. I'll link it below. There are only 2 spots left. It's super cheap.
Yeah, the room rate's super cheap too.
It's like $90 a night for a room. Of course, you can do double occupancy.
I haven't slept alone in years.
She's getting her own room.
Oh, I got a king size
We were
bed.
like,
I'm
well, the
so
three of us will just, like,
sorry.
share a room.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah,
So Jodi and I will be snuggling in a king size bed together.
I'll come over for some wine and then I
Okay.
get to my room.
She wants to be completely alone. But if you are interested in going, you need to join the group on Facebook.
How much is the registration?
It's $10. The remaining price will be
come on.
based on how many people go
Be
because the
proud
room
not to go.
It'll be
is like a
15.
certain amount. So it's going to be like,
It's gonna sell. I mean, it has to.
it will. It's going to be super cheap. So if you're in the area, like we're an hour and a half away, that is so doable for us. We're going to go up early on Friday,
That's
probably
my favorite
hit the
part.
Crafty
We're making a whole
U,
day of
okay?
it.
And then we're going to go and we're going to cross stitch our little hearts out for 3 days. And I can't wait. So-
I'm gonna bring my light.
If-
Live stream it for me, okay?
Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna watch whatever TV I want in my room.
We'll FaceTime you.
Listen to whatever music you
So
want.
I did get permission from the administrator of the group to share it on our channel here. So if you're interested, again, you need to join that group, and then you're going to contact Debbie Lowry, who is the admin of that group. Her information is all pinned at the top of the group, and you just need to PayPal her $10 and
Come hang out.
go
It'll be so
book
fun.
your room. And
Did I?
it's
Was
gonna
I supposed
be
to pay
super fun. You
You
me.
did.
Okay.
We took care of that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I thought we did. I thought we PayPal'd you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
Oh, okay.
Well, why did you tell me?
I don't know because
Make me do it when we're done.
Oh, for the love. Okay, anywhoozle. So
Hi, guys.
that was number 1. So if you're interested, April 3rd through April 5th, Warren, Ohio, be there, be square. There's 2 spots left. Here's the big one, people. Do you want to stitch with the Steel City Stitchers?
You do.
Yes, you do. The answer is yes, you do. Do you want it to be from 9 in the morning until 9 p.m.?
Yeah.
9
Yeah.
p.m. for most of us.
For all of us. Do you want it to only cost $10? Yes. So this is reality. So on Saturday, March 7th, we are going to be having a cross-stitch Stitchy Day in, where is it?
We haven't
Bellevue.
done one in so long.
In Bellevue. And
Mark your calendars.
mark your calendars. So if you live in the Pittsburgh area, drivable distance to come to Pittsburgh, it's $10. Come and stitch. There's going to be hopefully a ton of us there.
Susie, you're up the street.
Looking at you,
Susie
girl.
from the mailbox.
It's 10 minutes away from here.
Yeah. So here's the deal with that stitch day. So if you want the specific details, location, timing, all of that good stuff, you got to email
Yeah,
us
just show
at
up.
steelcitystitchers@gmail.com. You show up that day with a $10 bill, you hand it to us, and you sit down, you start stitching. The other thing you need to bring is something to share food-wise, because we're not going to provide food, but it's really nice if
$10
somebody...
is covering the room.
Yeah, $10 is a
Room cost.
donation to cover the cost of the room. And then, obviously, the excess money that we get from our donation to cover the cost of the room will go towards us buying pizza at night so that we can have pizza. So we'll provide dinner. But as far as during the day, please bring a food to share. You can bring crock pots. You can bring a salad. You can bring whatever you want. Just bring something to share.
Cookies.
Bring snacks, whatever.
Fruit, anything.
Fruit, anything. So if you want the details, you got to email us, steelcitystitchers@gmail.com. Just let us know that you're coming. You don't have to pay a registration. Just say, hey, I want the deets and I want to come, and I'll send you the information. If you are already on the Steel City Stitchers Stitchy email list,
Oh
like
my
you've
gosh,
already
save
emailed
that.
us in the past, you will get the email. So you do not have to email me. I will email you automatically with all of the details because you've already signed up to receive emails from us.
Just RSVP and let us know
Just
you're
RSVP,
coming.
let us know you're coming. Just so we can get a good head count and kind of what to expect. But it's going to be amazing. So Saturday, March 7th, mark your calendars.
Stitchiness
I'm
going
so
on, and I
excited for
love
everything coming up.
It's going to be amazing. So those are 2 big announcements about Stitchy opportunities if you're in the Pittsburgh area. I know that when we went to the last Stitch Day, the one that Jodi and I went to that Erin and Erika couldn't join us for, that was from the Embroidery Guild, the Pittsburgh chapter of the Embroidery Association Guild, whatever that is. Okay.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. But we know one of the ladies that is involved in that group, and that's how I get contacted
Yeah,
to
you
go.
can't just
So I'm really not allowed to invite people to come to that event. So we thought, obviously there's a lot of people out there who want to stitch. The same thing with the retreat that was in November that Erika and I went to. That's the same group. So we don't have access to share that information.
Does our room have an occupancy limit?
I think it's 60 people.
Okay.
If we get 60 people, I will
Yeah, we
share
only,
hands.
for the tea thing, we had 15.
Yeah, that was different
Yeah,
because that was
yeah.
a room. But this is so tell everybody, tell all your friends, come and stitch. Come and just
How
let us know
fun
and
would
just
that be?
RSVP and just let us know that you're coming.
Come and see how weird we are in real life.
Because we're super weird.
Not weird at all.
We're not weird at all. We're really friendly and welcoming. So get your RSVP in and get on our Stitchy email list if you aren't already. So that's that. We had some giveaways last time that we announced, and some
Yeah,
of you
honey.
little turds didn't email us back.
So we're moving on. New
So-
people get it. I kept a list.
So we picked new people. So if you didn't think that you won a gift last time, you might have this time.
Yeah.
But here's the rule, guys. Once we post a video, you have 1 week once we announce your name to get us your contact information. So you email us at steelcitystitchers@gmail.com. You can DM us through Instagram. You can message us on Facebook. Like, I don't care how you get in contact with us. Just send us your address.
Find us.
But you only
I
have
went
7
to the post
days.
office like the next day and sent the stuff out.
Yeah,
I just
so-
need your address.
The new rule is 7 days from the time we announce the winners till when we have to pick new winners, because we want to get this stuff out to you guys and we don't want to be holding on to it and trying to track you guys down. So we had to pick some new winners from some of our past projects. So let's talk about those ones first.
The floral
So the floral,
is now going to Christy Dene. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Is that how you would say it?
Christy Dene. Yes, Donay. So Christy, congratulations. You won the floral. Send us your contact information.
This one is the Guardian Angel, and that's going to Anna Jean.
Anna Jean.
Anna Jean.
Come
All
on
right.
now.
That's my daughter's middle name, so I like that a lot.
Anna Jean, get in contact with us.
This one is Winter's Lace, which a lot of people wanted, but not the person that we picked. Christy Smolkovich.
Whoa, Christy, you won the kid.
Good job,
Good luck
Christy.
stitching that.
Stitch up some wolves, girl.
Yeah, whoa. Good
Now,
job,
we didn't
Christy.
say it for those videos, but for the future videos, when we post kits, unless they are the flat,
Unless they're like this.
That. if they're the full kits, then you need to be a U.S. resident.
And we'll make sure that we specify that
Yeah,
in future
just
videos.
because I didn't realize how
Shipping's
costly.
expensive, you guys. International folks.
So then for our currents, Kim
Oh, yeah.
Fishland.
Woo!
Kim Fishland.
You won. Good luck stitching that, and please take pictures and
Please.
send it to us.
I'm not pulling the pattern out, but there you go. It's all yours.
Awesome. So we'll get that mailed out to
A
you.
lot of people wanted that.
Yeah.
How many
Bless
people
all of your
wanted
hearts.
this?
I have a list. Yeah, I'll pull it. I want to say 15.
Nice. So out of 15 people. So congratulations.
So our next one is a kit.
Ooh,
so it
I
needs to be
like that.
U.S. residents
U.S.
only.
residents only. I'm sorry to do that, you guys, but it was really expensive to ship.
In the
We
future,
don't make money doing this.
in the future, maybe when we have some money, we will open it up to international winners. So if you want to stitch this kit, you need to say orchids. I want to stitch the orchids.
Just put the word orchids in there at some point.
Yes,
And
it's beautiful.
It's the full kit. It has the fabric, the floss. It's beautiful. That is a Jerry piece. Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Jerry,
All
coming
right.
through again.
So
Can I just leave
that,
these? Oh, are we rotating who's going to the post office?
yeah,
me
we'll
to do
talk
these?
about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Jodi. We need my mom. She could just send all this
know.
stuff out for us. So anyway, so awesome winners. Please get in contact with us. Like I said, you have 1 week if you want to stitch the orchids. Then you have 1 week after we pick a winner to get back to us, and of course we'll announce that the next time. But these new winners of these patterns, we'll try to go back to the video prior to and tag your comment so that you know that you won. But please just make sure you get in contact with us. Email us, DM, Facebook, whatever. So that was a big week.
Ooh, you guys.
So much happened.
Oh,
Like a
tired from it.
Tired.
This is going to be the longest video ever, and
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for it because we were so worried about not having enough content, and I think we have an abundance of content.
We might have wanted to
worked out
split
pretty
that.
But
And also, hopefully, we'll have another video next week of the unboxing.
yeah,
You'll get
yeah.
like a video in between.
yeah. So we'll post an unboxing video of the tea box, and then we'll be back for our regularly scheduled programming in 2 weeks. So thanks.
look
And then it's our
for
stitch day,
fun,
so we
cool
can do
announcements,
some filming
too.
from there too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We can do,
Yes.
like, live
We can do some live streaming, whatever. So
Getting
do
nuts.
Just get nuts.
Get nuts.
So again, if you want to come to our Stitch retreat that we're going to be having here in Bellevue, which is in North Pittsburgh, that's going to be on March 7th. If you want to join us for the Stitch retreat, there are 2 spots left in Warren, Ohio, the weekend of April 3rd. Those are going to go real quick, so make sure you get on that list and get your money paid. So thanks for coming back to join us. We love you guys.
We really do.
Love you guys
So much.
See you soon.
We'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.